Hi, Jerry here with Subaru Crosstrek Central. I'm in my kitchen again with the next Crosstrek project, and that is an aftermarket rear spoiler. So the one you see here, I bought on eBay for less than 130 bucks. About half the price of an OEM painted spoiler. This one came in a primer gray color, and I painted it, plasti dipped it black because I want a black spoiler on my Crosstrek. So you can see the top side of it there. Plasti dip black. It also came with the mounting kit, which is 4 mounting screws and washers and some little seals that go around the holes on the bottom. And these are locating strips for locating the holes, and I'll show you a little bit about that in a second, for locating and marking the holes to drill through the rear section of the tailgate to mount this. So the other thing it came with was some, it's like a weather stripping that I stuck on here after I painted it that goes around and kind of seals the underneath side from the ingress of water to the screw area and kind of provides a seal between the roof and the spoiler. So the way these marking strips are going to work is in the middle of them there's a little piece of adhesive, and we're going to be sticking that onto the hole, and for each one like this, and they'll be stuck to the spoiler, and then we're going to set the spoiler in place on top of the car, and we're going to tape the ends of these off onto the car so they're stuck to the car, and then pull the spoiler away, and those holes should be in the places where the holes need to be. These holes in this, and then we can mark them and make the holes in the rear upper deck of that tailgate for the spoiler. So let's get out and start the process. We're going to have to remove a panel underneath the hatch where the screws are going to go up through. So we'll do that first. So here we are at the rear hatch section. The hatch is open, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this panel off. That's going to allow me that access. That just pulls right off. Also going to have to pull these side panels off because the holes for mounting the spoiler on the ends are going to be underneath here. So these are where the OEM spoiler would mount, right underneath these 4 points, and then over here underneath this one. So easy panels to pull off. So I have placed the 4 strips, the hole locating strips on the spoiler, and it's time to take the spoiler out and set it on the roof in place and get those holes marked. Alright, so I've got the spoiler sitting in place, resting in place where it's supposed to go. And now I'm going to take some shipping tape, a little stronger than Scotch tape, and tape down these locator pieces of cardboard. Alright, done with that. Let's lift this off and see if those things stay in place. Alright, perfect. Next thing I'm going to do is mark these holes and pull these pieces off and drill it. So I'm going to use an automatic punch to mark the holes for drilling. I'm going to trim some of the flash off of those holes a little bit with a larger bit. From the underside of the hatch, you can see the holes line up perfectly with these access holes in the hatch, which would be where the stock spoiler would be mounted also. So I'm just going to be setting the spoiler on top of the hatch, and then I'm going to go inside since I'm by myself, I'm going to go inside the car and thread the bolts up through and into the spoiler, and hopefully that will work. So I'm going to set this spoiler up on the roof, but first I just want to point out that I put these insulator pieces over the screw holes that came with the kit after I did the mark the holes. So I'm going to set this up there, and I'm actually going to tape it on the roof, tape it down so that it doesn't fall off since I'm by myself. So I got 2 of the screws threaded on from inside, enough to hold the spoiler on, and by the way, I'm putting thread lock on these screws, and I just have 2 more to go, and hopefully these will line up okay. This one looks like it might be a little bit off. Yeah, this one's a little bit off, so I'm going to have to modify that hole a little bit. Alright, so all the screws are snugged up. It's time to put these panels back in place. There we go. Everything's back in place. Let's see how it looks. Nice. I like it.